It's going to be cold.
Woo! Woo.
Is it all looking good? And
So you're lying there, the gel is cold, the room is silent. If you have ever had a pregnancy scan, you'll know that moment. You're watching the screen, but mostly you're watching them. You're watching every frown, every pause, wondering if it's good news or bad news, or they just don't know yet. And as someone who's been on both sides, as a mum and a doctor, I've absolutely been there, and I want to explain what's happening, but I also want to acknowledge that if you have ever had to go through a pregnancy loss or bad news that was diagnosed at a scan, I can guarantee that you can remember the exact words that were used by that person, what the look on their face was like, how they acted during the scan, and that's why getting these moments right is so pivotal. So what can we do? What do we do during those scans? Well, ideally, we should be trying to talk you through as much of the scan as possible. The first thing I like to do if I'm doing a scan in pregnancy is say, here's the baby's heartbeat. We might then go quiet whilst we check the other things, or we might continue to comment on the things that we can see easily. Look, that's the spine, or look, the measurements are all looking good. But sometimes there might be concerning news or we're not sure. We might say, I'm sorry, I just need to seek some advice. I'll let you know what happens next. And sometimes you might be having someone like me doing your scan. I don't specialize in scanning, I can do scans, but often if it's more complicated or if there's uncertainty, I might have to seek another opinion. Or it might be the specialist doing your scan, but they need to look at other parts of the scan in order to confirm their suspicions. And this is where the silence can feel really scary. If there's bad news, we are usually trained to pause, to acknowledge the moment and explain gently and clearly what happens next. But I recognize that those words are so important and we don't often get it right. If you're sitting in that room, you're feeling tense, you're not alone, we see you and we are doing our best to hold that space with care. But we're also trying to do a live scan, and sitting on that chair, you see the sonographer's face. You see the hope, concentration, sometimes the tension on their face, and it's normal to hold your breath, but being the person scanning isn't easy either. Our eyes lock onto what's normal, but then we flicker to the parts of it that's not. We're trying to read the subtle clues in the pixels whilst holding our words back until we're confident of what we're telling you. So all we can do is try to talk you through what we can, explain any uncertainties, and provide you with the time and space when we need to talk about something that we found on the scan. So can you relate to any of this? What was your experience like of going through pregnancy scan?